Hi, today is Monday, November 3rd, and it's officially recital week. So in this video, I'm going to be showing the preparations that are going into this recital and what I'm doing to feel as prepared as possible. So for context, my name is Audrey. I am a sophomore in music school now. I'm studying cello performance, and this will actually be my first real recital. I've been playing the cello since I was about 8 or 9 years old, and I hated it and I wanted to quit desperately until I was about 15 when I was put into an advanced orchestra at my high school, and I discovered, oh wait, this is actually really fun. And maybe because of that, I just haven't had a real recital. So when I told my professor this at the end of last year as a freshman, he suggested that I do a sophomore year non-degree recital to prepare for my junior and senior required recitals. So for this recital, I am playing Bach's First Cello Suites, the Judas Maccabeus Variations by Beethoven, and a Nocturne for cello and piano by André Jolivet. I chose to play Bach's First Suite because despite having played other suites and having already played this first one, I had never really gotten to know it. It's so much deeper than I thought it was, or that most people think it is, and being such an important piece, you know, I feel like that's a good one to really know and have in your heart. Also, yeah, I just love it, and it's so fun to play. As for the Beethoven, my professor presented me with all 3 sets of the Beethoven variations, and I just chose this one, which apparently most people don't do, but I really love it. When I first started playing it, I kind of struggled to wrap my head around it in a way that was interesting. You have the theme, and then with this set there are 12 variations. And I kind of struggled giving each one a different character and making it feel interesting to play, let alone listen to. It is a very piano-heavy piece, so to have a good pianist, which I was lucky enough to get, is very helpful. And then the third piece is the Nocturne by Jolivet. This piece I actually found on YouTube. I was going through the 2022 Queen Elizabeth videos, and this was one of the choices that the contestants could play for their preliminary round. So because of that, I was really surprised to find out that apparently no one has ever played this piece at my school before. When I was going in to make the programs for this recital, no one had ever typed that into the database, and it just didn't exist at the school yet. So I'm excited. But there were lots of reasons that I chose this piece. It has some really slow, beautiful, and intense passages. That was something I hadn't really had a whole lot of experience with, getting different colors from different slow and long notes. And there are also some really high intense passages with lots of high sustaining and wide vibrato. All of my freshman year, basically, I was working on improving my sound. So I was working on getting it to project more and having more resonant and full sound, because I kind of approached the cello with a bit of intimidation and I was a little bit scared to push the limits. But I'm actually really proud of my sound now, and I'm really happy with where this piece is and how it's pushed me to continue to work on those things, and it's given me an expressive outlet to showcase the things I've been working on. Another reason I'm choosing to play this recital is because I have struggled a lot with performance anxiety in the past, and just anxiety in general. I have been able to get much better at dealing with it and processing it and not getting ahead of myself. So I, as a performance major, want to practice performing for people. So obviously throughout the video, I'm going to be showing lots of musical preparation, lots of intentional practice, lots of rehearsals with my pianist, dress rehearsal, coachings, etc. But I also want to talk about non-music prep, which to me, and should be, I think, for everybody, just as important as practicing. I have always been a big plan aheader. I have been one to arrange my days hour by hour, plan my weeks 2 weeks ahead, plan my months a month ahead. So I am not fully calm unless I can see everything written out and I know at least a decent amount about what my day is going to be like before an event like this. I've also planned what I'm wearing, and I have been practicing in what I'm going to be wearing, which might sound a little obsessive, but it actually makes me feel so much more comfortable. As a cellist especially, I do kind of have to check, is it cello playable? Is it long enough? Do I have enough give in the knees to fit my cello in between. Another important thing is keeping my body nice and loose and stretched out. I am actually currently recovering or trying to recover from a back injury. I'm in physical therapy right now, so doing my stretches every night, taking frequent practice breaks, which is very important. My physical therapist actually gave me a separate list of exercises that I can do in the practice room, which has been really nice. Another very important point for life in general is eating enough food. This, I think, is the most important factor in any of this. Especially in the past, when I would feel anxious, I would go through periods of like sometimes up to a month or so where I couldn't get myself to eat really barely anything because I would feel anxious, so I'd feel nauseous, so I wouldn't want to eat, which would make me feel worse, which would make me more anxious, which would make me more nauseous. It was a horrible cycle. So now when I start to feel myself feeling a little icky, I try to just force myself to eat something or make sure I'm getting enough protein or drink water. I am the person that always has granola bars in my bag. I am the person that's constantly refilling their water bottle. That's me. That was one of the biggest adjustments I've had to make this year, is going from having a meal plan and living in the dorm to having to go grocery shopping and cook for myself, which I've never really had to do before because I had a lovely, lovely mother who made me food. Thank you, mother. But now that I do not live with my lovely, lovely mother, I have to fend for myself. And sometimes I don't want to cook or I don't want to go to the grocery store, but I also don't want to spend money, so I'll end up eating like a tortilla for dinner. I have been working really hard on getting out of that ignoring eating habit, just making sure that I feel energized and I don't feel woozy or anything. So yeah, just prioritizing eating enough, and if that means giving up half an hour of practicing to go home and eat, that's great. I've also been making myself take time away from my instrument. So I'll give myself like a day out of the week where I don't touch my cello, which at first felt like pins and needles. It felt like I was going insane. But it actually makes me feel much better, and it makes me more excited to practice the next day. And just taking a break, but being able to have a life outside of my instrument has been great. So that's kind of what's been going on. I'm so excited for this recital actually. This is the first time, I think, in my life that I've been really proud of the sound that I'm creating and really proud of the work I've been doing. So I'm really excited. 4 days until my recital. Okay. Hello. Excuse my appearance and excuse the construction sound from across the street. This morning I had part 1 of a music skills exam. It went okay, it was fine. And then I had my music history drill, and yeah. Now I'm gonna eat lunch and take a quick shower. I'm playing in my piano studio class today, so I have some time. That's at 3 o'clock and it's currently like 11:30ish, so yeah. Now 2 o'clock, so I have about an hour until I have to leave for the studio class I'm playing in. Showered and got ready, so I feel much better now. So in the studio class, I'm playing both the Beethoven and the Jolivet, so it's kind of a mini recital. And I'm playing for my pianist's collaborative music studio, so a little nervous, but I think it'll be okay. I'm gonna do some scales for a little bit just to get my hands warm. And then I'm gonna work on the one spot in the Jolivet that still freaks me out a little bit. right, I'm heading over for the studio class. See how it goes. Just got back. Whoa. It didn't feel as solid as I'd hoped it would. The Beethoven went pretty well, but the Jolivet didn't feel very together with the piano, and I missed a couple notes that I was not very happy with. But I'm not gonna let myself feel disheartened. Tomorrow I have a huge exam that I currently feel very unprepared for, so I'm gonna study for that now. Good morning. Today is Wednesday. It's a pretty busy day. I have my music history exam at 11:30, which is coming up in a couple hours, so a little nervous. But I'm gonna get that out of the way, and then I have my dress rehearsal in my performance hall at 3 with my pianist, so hopefully that goes well. I'm gonna get dressed real quick, and then I think I'm gonna head over a little bit early and study at the music building, and then get my exam. Okay, exam is done. I actually low-key, high-key slayed. I don't know how. Just so happened that I got lucky and all the stuff I practiced was on there. And all the stuff that I was like, wasn't on there. And now it's really recital crunch time. Like, it's been recital crunch time, but now my recital is in 2 days. Cruising through Friday. So yeah, now I'm gonna make some lunch. I think I'm gonna heat up leftover pasta that I had yesterday for lunch and basically just recreate exactly what I had. It's recital day. I had physical therapy this morning at 8:15, which was really nice. And I did like an hour or so of just scales and warming up. Then I had a class at 11:30. Since I've been home, I've been working on some watercolor projects. My boyfriend's mom's birthday is today, and she's coming to my recital, so I made her a little card that's inspired by her backyard, and then a little coffee cup for my friend Michael. A little tradition I have with myself is every time I have a performance, I get myself a fun yogurt. This is the one I usually get. It's very tasty. So I'm gonna eat this and some other stuff for a little snacky lunch, and then I'm gonna practice more and then start to shower and get ready.